Hello, music lovers. Welcome to another Phil solo project. I'm yabbering on about my favourite music DVDs with Ben's approval, of course. And on this particular one, we've got a DVD which was originally a VHS. I used to have this on VHS. It came out in 1987. I caught up with it a little bit after that. But this is a concert film stroke fantasy film, but mainly concert footage. And it is Sign of the Times by Prince. Now then, I used to have this on VHS. This is the DVD that came out sometime in the 2000s, I think. Not a particularly exciting package. I mean, it's just a bog standard old DVD case. And yeah, just that one of those boring old DVD cases. But what a film! I mean, this background to this, Prince made a double album in 1987 called Sign of the Times. That was a result of Warner's not wanting to release a triple album. They forced him to cut it down. He had all sorts of projects going on in 1987. He had an album that he was going to release called Camille, in which his voice was slightly speeded up, and he was going to appear on this album as a female character. Don't ask. This is Prince, after all. And he also had another thing in the works called Dream Factory, I think. And that then became Crystal Ball. I think he proposed this triple set called Crystal Ball, and Warner said, no, we're not doing a triple album. So he cut it down, and then he made this Sign of the Times. So the tour for that album was confined to Europe only. In fact, I don't think it came to the UK. It was on the European continent. It wasn't done in the US. And I think he mainly did it in the European countries where he was biggest. I'm talking about places like Germany and the Netherlands and Belgium and France, where Prince has got a massive fan base, and certainly did at that time, still does have. And there were two concerts filmed professionally. One, I think, in Rotterdam in the Netherlands, and another in Antwerp in Belgium. And they were supposed to be used as the source material for a concert film, which Prince planned to release mainly for the American market, because he wasn't going to stage the tour in the US because his sales had gone down a bit at this point, and he hadn't sold a huge number of the Sign of the Times album in the US. So really he needed to make a bit of money back, and he didn't want to take the financial risk of staging the tour in the US. So the answer was to release a cinema film which fans could go and watch, and obviously the idea that would make some money back. I can't remember now how successful it was as a movie, but certainly artistically it's very successful. Now the thing about this is, although the concerts were filmed, Prince, notorious perfectionist, wasn't happy with sections of the audio, and he wasn't happy with the picture quality either. So most of the footage was actually reshot on the soundstage at Paisley Park Studios, and then some of the crowd sequences and things were interspersed with the original Dutch and Belgian footage. But apparently about 80% of it is the Paisley Park reshoot. But it doesn't really matter, because it's still Prince performing on stage with an amazing band. So what's not to like? And I think the music from the Sign of the Times album gets a second wind on here. I mean, the album is a great album, but it's kind of a little bit low key in its production. It doesn't have a big sound. It's a very typical mid-80s Prince album where a lot of the arrangements are quite sparse. I think of songs like Sign of the Times, which has that skeletal drum beat and Prince's guitar and not a lot else. But there are full band performances on here, and I think you could argue that these are the best versions of the songs. So, I mean, some of the things I used to watch this loads when I had the VHS tape. Great version of Housequake with Prince doing his James Brown moves. The intro, the Sign of the Times version, is really good, where all the drummers come on at the end. There's an extended version of I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man, where Prince does a bit of his Jimi Hendrix guitar stuff. There's a long guitar part in the middle of that, so that's worth a watch. You get the music video of "You Got the Look" with Sheena Easton, shoehorned into the middle of all this, and there are some little skits on the stage where Prince and other members of the band act out this, what's supposed to be some kind of romance story between Kat, the dancer, and one of the other guys, or something like that. I've never really followed the narrative. For me, it was all more about the concert performances. But yeah, it is well worth the watch. Up there, I would say, with the Love Sexy Live tour, which also came out on VHS and still has never come out at all on DVD. So I chose that one. Sign of the Times, I think, is still my favourite Prince concert DVD. And it hasn't been reissued again since. I suspect we'll probably will get some kind of super deluxe remastered edition or something in the next few years. But for now, that's how it is. Sign of the Times from Prince, another of my favourite music DVDs. Have you seen it? Am I right? Is there a better Prince DVD than that? Let me know in the comments. Let me have your thoughts. I'll come and do another DVD very shortly. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and do give us your likes and shares. And I'll be back with Ben very soon. Take care.